Wednesday, live at 5. We're the Children's Book Authors Unite, and we're here to talk about children's literacy and books, or whatever else comes up while we're talking. And it's 5 o'clock for everybody but Mark, who is in Oklahoma.
And me.
Oh, that's Stacy Central Time too. Children's Authors Unite. We are not only coast to coast, we are also in Canada. So check out our website. You can scan the QR code or look at the scroller down on the bottom and find a children's book for your kids' summer reading. And we have a brand new author with us today. Introduce yourself.
You're on mute.
You're on mute.
Tell me you're new without telling me you're new, right? My name is Stephanie Richards. I live in Middle Park, Florida. I am the author of a new book series. It's going to be a 7-book series. I've got 2 out so far. This is called Origami Mia Inc. It's inspired by my little girl, Mia. She's almost 9 years old, and she runs a little driveway origami stand. So in my book, Origami Mia has a magic pen. She has certain creatures that come to life. The creatures teach her lessons, take her on adventures, and there's so much more in the book. So I'm excited to get these released and out to market because I think they're definitely a valuable piece of literature for kids about 8 to 11.
And these books will be on our website soon.
Yes, thank you.
And Jody's joining us.
Sorry, it wasn't liking my camera when I first tried to come in, so here I am.
Hello.
I got my Friday shirt on. Wake up, coffee, do things, wine.
Jody just had a new release come out. Talk about your book.
I did. And here, I'll even do one better. I will show it. So this is book 7 of a 7-book series on leadership for kids. And being a Army vet, we have an acronym that spells out leadership. Literally an acronym because it doesn't spell it correctly. But each of those letters, LDRSHIP, stands for a character, a value that is very important to the Army. Well, as it turns out, it's very important to the world as we know it. And so PC actually, is the last one, and that stands for personal courage. And what I try to do as an educator and a veteran is take this big idea. What does personal courage mean? I mean, it's even hard for us adults to talk about that, right? What does that mean exactly? And what does that look like for a kiddo? And so I wrote it in a way that took this big idea and put it in pictures, if you will, scenarios that kids would understand. What does that look like on the playground? What does that look like at home with our siblings? What does that look like in our community? Those kind of things. So anyway, yep, it hit it launched on the 10th, and so it is out there, and you can go out and I think 99 cents for the rest of July for the Kindle version. And it's beautifully done. The artist Dakota Smiles did a great job, and here we are.
And while you're at it, check out the rest of the Soldier Mom series.
They're all back here on my wall too.
And first time live, one of our original members, Stacy, author of The Frizz Girls. Tell us about your books and what makes them special.
Well, The Frizz Girls teach curl confidence to girls and women who want to learn how to take care and love their natural hair texture. It was actually inspired by my own personal story of when I was a young girl. My mom convinced me to cut my wavy curly hair, and I didn't have the power or the courage within myself to say no, or I changed my mind. So I went on this crazy hair journey, and then it also carried over into my later years as an adult when I straightened my hair and decided that I wanted my waves back, and went through the process of figuring out how to take care of my wavy curly hair. And in the process of creating, of working with my hair, I was helping a lot of adults and several Facebook groups on navigating how to take care of their wavy curly hair. And it got me thinking, if everyone's helping all these adults, who's helping the kids? And I've been working with kids since I was 12 years old. And I decided to write and illustrate my own kids' book series called The Frizz Girls. We have 4 published books in the series. We have a journal. We also have merchandise available, and we have added just in the last month some curl classes for girls 5 to 13, as well as women and private coaching for women. We have also just recently added a new curl club. So if you sign up for our curl club, you'll get our monthly newsletter and you'll get either an activity sheet, a coloring sheet once a month, and some other cool things depending on what way you go. But what's really great about the series is the books aren't just an actual book. They are all hardback bound, as well as ebooks. So this is actually my personal story of what happened to me. And in the back of every book, most people don't realize it because you would never think to put this in a book. There is a fun little quiz in the back of the book, as well as a coloring sheet. Oops, camera over here. So whatever book you choose, you're always going to find a different quiz, a different coloring sheet. Now, in my book, there's actually an additional surprise. There is actually photos, not all of them, but a number of photos of when I used to straighten my hair. Oops, sorry. I can't seem to get the camera just right. So we
Well,
have,
they'll just have to buy the book and they could see it that way.
yes. And then we have the only that I am aware of ABCs of wavy curly hair. So this is not just an ABC book. It is actually an ABC book specifically for wavy curly hair. So it doesn't include just a letter of the alphabet. It also includes a word and picture. And if you don't know what the word edges mean in terms of wavy curly hair, you can always go to the back of our book and go to the glossary and look it up. So you don't have to use Google or ChatGPT to find the definitions. They're in the actual book. And again, this also has a coloring sheet and a quiz. So we have lots of fun stuff. We also have reversible satin bonnets, satin scrunchies, and satin pillowcases. We have a couple t-shirts left, and we have our classes and our curl club, and we have many more things planned going forward.
And I wish we had that when I was a kid with my long curly hair.
And you know what? It's funny because I'm running into a lot of millennials, zennials, and Gen X women who have come up to me and said, I wish I had this as a kid. And a lot of people that are actually buying the books, and more importantly, even my book in the series, but I mean, it just doesn't matter. It's the adults that are gravitating towards the books because they're saying, I wish I had this when I was a kid. And I'm like, that's why I wrote and illustrated my books, is because I don't want girls going through the struggles that I went through and people like yourself and others have gone through growing up.
And isn't that why we all wrote our books, to help the next generation navigate things we went through? Well,
Absolutely.
Mark,
Yes.
what was the inspiration for Nikolai Piccoli? What are we helping kids navigate in that book?
Well, Nikolai Piccoli is just a fun book about pickles, but in the book itself, it actually talks about things about how to give a presentation, being nervous. It's so it's got a lot of those kind of themes in, because it's got research skills, where the young man had to go research to make his poster board for his class presentation. It's just kind of a fun adventure book. And then it has a question: is a pickle a fruit, vegetable, or other? And and so that opens up a lot of discussion. Some people say it's a fruit. Some say it's not a fruit. It's a vegetable. Some say it's not either one. So it's just kind of a fun debate that is in the book as well. And of course, a pickle adventure is just a lot of fun. And I had the opportunity actually to go to a pickle festival last weekend, so I had a lot of fun. Actually, I think switch on and put my pickle hat on.
Oh, I was gonna.
Did you eat a lot of pickles?
Did I eat a lot of pickles? No, not
Yeah.
during that time. But I did. I did do like sweet pickles stuff, and for one of the lives I had sweet pickles, and then I also had sour pickles. But I'm more of a sweet pickle person, whereas my co-author, the book Nikolai Piccolai, was collaborated on by a 10-year-old and myself, and so that really helped him out a lot to create a bio. It helped him to learn how to collaborate on a book together. And, at 10 years old, being an Oklahoma author and an international author, there's not too many of those children that are around. There are some, but the percentage of them, and we, certainly want to encourage more to be writing books at a younger age. So it's just a lot of fun.
And if you want to hear more from Mark, he's going to be on our Tuesday live stream at 4:30 Eastern this week. And he promised he's going to wear the pickle hat.
Absolutely. Yes. If you want to find out more about my books, you can go to children'sauthorsunite.com, and you can find my bio there. You can find my books as well, and other authors. You can also find downloadable activity that each author has done as well. So check it out.
And now we haven't heard from Rosemary yet. Rosemary, would you like to put in a plug to people in Stuart, Florida, and find a location for your tea party? Because I think it's a crime that you haven't found somewhere to have these little dress-up tea parties for the girls.
Thank you, Francine. I am a character entertainer, and I have just had this dream of having little tea parties for little girls. And I have about 15 to 20 dresses that I have gone and bought and have in a closet that have been there for about a year, and they're gorgeous, but I have not found anywhere to go and have my little tea party. So if anyone knows of any place that I can have them, please contact me. And you can find all of my information also on Children's Authors Unite and my webpage.
Well, you're in Stuart, Florida. How far are you willing to travel?
I will travel probably 45 minutes. So West Palm, Vero, Jupiter, in between there, Hobe Sound, and even Orlando.
Because I could probably find you somewhere in Jacksonville.
That's a little far, Francine. That's about, 6 hours? 5
Something
hours?
like that, yeah.
Yeah, so Jacksonville might be, unless people want to pay for me to stay over. So otherwise, but I do love children and little boys also, because I used to have these I used to teach the children. I had royal parties at a preschool, and the little boys would come with their tuxedos and their little suits. So the little boys could come as princes if they wanted to. The little girls, princesses. So, yeah, it's a nice day for a mom, a mommy and daughter time too.
Or daddy daughter.
Or daddy daughter. Yeah, even daddy daughter.
Yeah,
or if you just want to come as a grown-up. I mean, I love to dress up. So if you just want to come to the tea party and you don't have a child, you're more than welcome.
I remember back when I was a kid, my dad used to come to all of those type of things with me because my mom worked at a regular corporate job, but my dad had more flexibility because he was a private contractor and he worked his own hours. So my dad came to all of these things that it was everybody's mom and my dad.
Oh, well, yeah, dads are invited too. It doesn't matter. I just love parties. So whoever would want to come is more than welcome. Yeah. So if you guys want to come, you're more than welcome. You can stay with me. So thank you, Francine.
We have something real exciting coming up this weekend. 3 of us are going to Nashville to the Children's Authors Summit, which is where I met you last year.
Yep. But met me last year. I don't know if you met.
Met me last year.
Yeah, I met Stacy there too.
But I won't be there.
You won't be
will?
there?
You
I
won't?
thought you were making a day trip, maybe. Okay. Well, that's too bad.
I mean, I can go down Friday and meet people and hang out Friday. But I didn't get a chance because I had the pageant stuff to deal with.
Yeah.
I was between that and the summit, so I thought I would have time, and then I messaged Jay about it and he never got back to me, and I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm just not going to go. So, and I have to be at the Soki. So if you are local to Bowling Green, Russellville, Glasgow, Franklin, Kentucky, even as far down as Nashville, on Saturday, July 25th, I'm going to be at the Soki Center at 636 College Street in downtown Bowling Green. Literally right, so where the Soki Marketplace is going to be, it is going to be behind the SkyPack Center, right directly behind that, and also behind Dollar General. We are going to be doing with the Warren County Public Library an event, a little market. So I will be there with the Frizz girls and all our books and all our products available. And there'll be some other vendors selling some food and crafting and artwork. There's going to be a bounce house. They're doing a reading for kids. Excuse me. So I will be there from 8 in the morning until about 12 noon on Saturday, July 25th.
Yeah.
Anyone else have any events coming up?
I have I'm going to be at a military base in August, the first part of August, so I'm excited about that. I usually spend 2 days outside the base exchange and have a booth set up.
Oh, I forgot to share with the group. Reading Rainbow was looking for authors to send their books.
Ooh.
I sent 3 of the 4 to Reading Rainbow, and if they like your book, they're going to show it and read it on social media.
That's interesting. So, if you are watching this live stream and you hear of anywhere looking for authors to read or have parties with the kids or buy books, you know where to find these authors now. We are independent authors. You'll find some of our books on Amazon, but not all of them. Some of us sell our books through our own websites, but you could find everything you need to know about the authors in the group on childrensauthorsunite.com. Just scan the code, check out our website, and we have a big event coming up August 29th and 30th. We are going to be streaming live 4 hours a day, 2 days in a row. We're going to have arts and crafts, science experiments, read-alongs, and conversations with Meet the Authors. So put that on your calendar. It's something you don't want to miss. Now, while we're talking about independent authors, there are foundations out there that buy books to give to children who can't afford to buy books. And I discovered that they only went through one publisher. You had to get your books published by that one publisher to have your book in their program to give your books away to kids. So I started my own foundation. The Sparkle Feathers Foundation is official right now, and our first board meeting is August 4th at 7 p.m. I'm looking for board members. Rosemary is a member, one of the original 4 members of the board. We're looking for board members and people who want to help raise funds so we could buy books to give to kids who can't afford to buy them themselves. We're looking at doing fundraisers and other options. Well, we need your talents and experience to join us and think outside the box on how we can promote this foundation, get grants and donations, and get some more books in kids' hands, because readers are leaders, and this world needs more leaders. And this is where I'm going to pass it back over to Jody, because don't you have a book about leadership?
Actually, all my books are about leadership. Yes. It actually spells leadership. So yes, and I meant to tell something else. One of the things that Stacy was saying reminded me that, listen, learning about leadership, this is a good book, but it also has some fun stuff in it. I want to show you something. I think I've told you guys before, but I don't think everybody realizes how much I love flamingos. I love flamingos. And so I always hide flamingos in my book. Plus, there's hidden images throughout this book. Now, the flamingo is always the hardest to find. But part of leadership is also seeing things that other people don't see in a group, right? They are able to read a room, as we say, right? You can tell when a team needs a pat on the back. You can tell when the team needs to celebrate. You can tell those kind of things. And so what some of these hidden things do is have you look beyond the picture, because it's not very obvious where it is, but you'll see it if you're looking at things than just the center of the picture, right? So you're looking beyond, and it just starts to train our littles how to look for more than just what is the main focus of a room, a story, a picture, your friend. They might say, I'm fine, but they're really not fine, are they? So it's starting to get them to think about that kind of stuff. Plus, it's just fun. I used to love hidden pictures. That was in that highlights book back in the day. I would turn right to that before I did anything else. And so I wanted to do something that was very reminiscent of that. So that's what we've done in there. So, but all my books do teach leadership. Again, it spells it out. You've got loyalty, duty, what's next? Respect, honor, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage. So all of those are written in the same kind of format where big ideas that little kids can understand in a way that they understand it. So.
And Francine, what about Sparkle Feathers?
Oh,
yes. He is so cute.
He is so cute.
Sparkle Feathers is what started all of this. I wrote the books. I don't have kids. I didn't know how to promote the books. So I started this group, Children's Authors Unite. And it was just supposed to be a mastermind support group for children's authors. And then someone said, well, why don't you have a website? So I built the website. Then I said, you know what? I'm learning how to use this Restream thing. Why don't we stream live? And we did for Christmas and again for kickoff to summer, and we'll again for back to school. And it's just built. And then I decided to get Sparkle Feathers to come to life. And that's why I named my foundation the Sparkle Feathers Foundation, because Sparkle Feathers is the star of all my books. Because even my adult book, Sparkle Feathers is a retreat facilitator in the adult book and the camp counselor in the children's book. So yeah, Sparkle Feathers, thank you for bringing him up, Rosemary.
Yep.
And everyone can adopt a Sparkle Feathers.
Yes, everybody can adopt a Sparkle Feathers. I have one going to Great Britain real soon for a lucky little lady who happened to see my background during a Zoom meeting.
It's very cool.
So, Stephanie, you also have something else going on in Clay County. Why don't you talk about your other little, I don't think it's a little business, your other, your other passion.
That's right. In addition to writing children's books, I'm a director with a group called the Singers Company. We run 100% non-competitive singing, dancing, and public speaking programs for children, specifically for girls pre-K through the 5th grade. So we're getting ready to ramp up. We're starting our fall term on August 15th. I teach here in Clay County, Florida. And we're going to start working on our Christmas show. So some of the things that we do that are particularly special or that make us unique or stand out is with this being a 100% non-competitive environment, every girl who wants a part in the final season ending show will be awarded one, singing, speaking, usually both. And I take the girls out to perform 4 times a year. So at the end of our fall term, we'll do a friends and family performance where they can come all, invite everybody who they know to come see them perform. And then we also get out to the community and do our community service show as well. So usually we go out to the Penny retirement community and put on our little Christmas show for them. So it's a super fun program. I've got enrollment open for August, and I'm excited to get them started again and get back into the classroom with that.
So if you have a little girl in Middleburg,
I do, yes.
well, I'm talking to the audience now.
Ah,
If you have a little
yes.
girl in Middleburg, how
Like
can
me.
they find you?
I'm at middleburg.singerscompany.com. And on all social media, I'm Singers Company Middleburg.
Cool. I just want to say that I didn't know you were Clay County. I grew up in Clay County, Florida. I'm a alumni of Orange Park High School.
Okay, yes.
I have lots of friends out of Middleburg too, so there you go.
Oh, cool.
And
Maybe I could talk Jody into coming back for Veterans Day so we could have another children's authors marathon weekend.
Where is Middleburg?
We are, I'm kind of new to the area. I have a hard time describing it. We're in Clay County, suburban to Jacksonville, west on the west side of the St. Johns River.
You know where Blanding runs all the way through Orange Park? Anybody? Anyway, you just keep going and going and going and going, and you hit Middleburg.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
At
want
some
to say
point,
it's south, but I'm
Landing
not
turns
sure.
into the 21. I'm out there.
I think it's southwest or something of Orange Park, but yeah.
That feels accurate.
And of course, we meet on our Children's Authors Unite meets on every Friday from 3:30 to 4:30. And if you're a children's author or you're wanting to write a children's book, please come and visit us. We have authors that are here from Australia. We have people from Asia. We've had people from all over the world, haven't we?
We
Join
do,
us.
yeah, Canada,
Yeah.
and we have one young lady from Italy. She stopped showing up, but if you're watching this live stream and you just think you might want to write a children's book, I have to tell Sue's story because I just love the story. She watched our live stream as a viewer for Christmas. She bought our books. Then she joined our group. Then she wrote a book. Now she is a member of the group with one book on Amazon, and the second book is with the illustrator. This group is one of the most supportive groups. If you need a little hand holding, you just have an idea and don't know how to make it happen, this group can help you. And getting it up on Amazon or in distribution is only 20% of the equation. 80% of being an author is marketing. And that's where you need a team, you need a community to help you. And that's what we're doing here.
Absolutely.
Because anyone can write a book and anyone can put it on Amazon. But the question is your book marketable for the target audience that you're reaching? And what are you doing to promote your book? Because you cannot rely on Amazon alone and Amazon reviews, plain and simple. You have to be able to find other ways to market your book or books. And with everybody that is in the group, we have all tried different things, and some things work well and some things don't work well. And we're always sharing what we're doing, how we're promoting our books, where we're selling them, what's working, what adjustments we're making, what's not working. And it's great information and feedback because it allows every one of us to look at our own businesses and ask, what can I do different and what can I do better? And if so-and-so has been doing this and it works, then maybe it's something I need to try. Or if so and so did this and it didn't work, maybe it's something I don't need to try. So we have a lot of, and we all come from different backgrounds and all have a wealth of information and knowledge that we like to share within the group to help each other, because we don't, like the school saying is, we don't want a kid left behind.
Mhm.
We don't want a children's book author left behind. We want to help encourage each other and support each other and help see each other grow in the way that their business needs to grow.
Because readers are leaders, and we're helping develop the leaders of the future. And it's 5:30, everybody. So come back next week, because you don't know who's going to be sitting in these chairs. It could be anyone. We meet from 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Zoom. If you would like to join our group, send me your email address. You could contact me via Facebook Messenger or on our website, and I will send you the Zoom invite to join our group. And then after we meet and we have our mastermind slash
Brainstorming session.
brainstorming session, support group, whatever you want to call it. After that meeting, we jump into Restream and stream live to talk about our books, to talk about what's new in children's education, and to let you know what's available to your littles and what's available to you as a resource to help them grow. And with that, bye.
Bye.
Bye.